and welcome back to the Pearblossom Press YouTube channel. I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today we're going to be creating a summer Criusin hot rod card, but what makes this one special is our hot rod has headlights that light up. The die set I'm using is Hot Rod Flames from the Classic Road Legends 2.0 collection by Mindy Egan and from Spellbinders. I'm also using an easy light for the headlights, and I'm going to be using this fun stencil from that same collection, Highway Horizons Desert Layered Stencil. I've already got everything die cut out, and I decided to use some real pretty shiny red foil cardstock for my car. I don't know what it is, but I do love a red car, and I love it when it's clean and shiny. So I used that red for the car, majority of it, and then I've got a couple of different colors of silver foil, a silver and then a silver matte, so one's shiny and one's a little bit matte for some of the accents, and of course black tires, white walls, and then some more of that silver for the hubcaps. I'm just going to start putting everything together. This one is really easy, and we have looked out that Spellbinders has also put together a guide, so it's really easy for you to follow. So I'm just going to go ahead and put everything together. Anytime I'm putting anything down on the foil cardstock, I do have to put an acrylic block on there or it's not gonna stick. Foil cardstock does not like to have anything stick to it for whatever reason, so I usually struggle with it a little bit, but an acrylic block usually helps. We are most of the way done. I'm right now adding the undercarriage that I've got in dark gray cardstock, so we've got that showing there. We've also got a little steering wheel, and we've got a seat for the back, and we've got a little side mirror. Now, I do love these flames. The flames, though, are not made with any kind of foil cardstock. I created my own colored cardstock using some Simon Hurley Lunar paste. Yes, Lunar paste in some bright colors. I used some neon, and we have it in Yellow Jacket for the yellow, and then Mugshot for the orange, and I think that just makes that side just pop. I'm going to start working on our lights. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pieces on. Yeah, except for our vellum piece over the top. I'm going to go ahead and put those onto the car. Because of it being all foil, it does not like to stick to itself. So I'm going to be using, oops, I need to cut part of that off, I think. Yeah, I should have. Need to cut a little bit of that one off. I should have put this down before I put the grill on. That may be enough. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put that one down. The other pieces should not matter all that much because they are basically circles or oval pieces. And I'm putting my acrylic block over it to try to give it a chance to adhere. Now I'm going to put this other piece on. So we've got shiny and then I've got matte. I have to use two different foil pieces to give it a little bit of, so you get to kind of tell the difference. So we have our shiny, and then we have, you know, the shiny chrome, and then the other that's not quite so much. That just kind of is a circle around it. Now this next part is going to be a little tricky. You will need a hole punch of some sort, because with all of the definition and everything on here, I really do not want to run this through my die cutting machine and have it cause any kind of issues. So I'm going to give that a second to dry, and I'm going to pull out my crocodile. I'm going to punch a hole right in the center of where the headlight goes. Okay. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. And then what we're going to be able to do when we get all done, I'm not going to do it at the moment, but I'll be able to take my little vellum pieces that I colored yellow, put them over those little holes there, and that's going to be the glass part of our headlights. You didn't have to go with yellow, but I decided to go with yellow kind of so that you could see what we're doing. And I just colored regular vellum with an alcohol marker. Next, I'm going to pull out one of my easy lights. So this is how they come. They come in pack of 2, 3, or 5, and they are all these little circuit boards are attached. You just pop them apart. Doesn't cause any kind of problems. First time I did it, I was afraid I was going to break something. Don't worry, you're not going to break anything. And I just took it out, and the rest of the wires are all there together. And to put it back in the package, I'm just going to tie those right back the way they were before. Just kind of to keep them out of the way and make it easier to go back into the packaging. I'm also going to take one of the batteries that comes with it. The batteries are CR 2016. The 2016, that tells you how tall it is. So it's like a 16th of an inch, I believe. 2016 is the right size. So anyway, she does include those in the packaging. I'm going to take one of my batteries, and you'll see on the top we have a plus sign. That's the positive. This is the negative. On our battery pack here, we have a plus sign. So that's where the plus touches. So you have to have the plus of your battery touching that part, and you can just slide it right in. One side has a full opening, the other one is partially blocked, so you cannot put it in the wrong side. So you just slide that in, and I'm going to cover these because they are a little bright, and I always recommend test everything. And those lights come on perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my wires. Okay, one of my lights has 2 wires. I'm going to take that and I'm going to snip it, just that one. Don't snip the other ones or they're not going to work. You can snip one of them off. It's not going to hurt anything, but now we only have 2 lights. We don't need the third one. Okay, so now we have a 2 light mechanism. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these right behind my car here, just using a little bit of Scotch tape. You could use washi tape, you could use craft tape, whatever you have. You just need to hold them in place. And I like to have it a little bit brighter. So on our little, let me zoom in a little bit. So on our lights, we have 2 sides. One side is basically flat with metal, and the other has this little bump that is yellow. That's actually the LED. So I'm going to try to face that out through the hole. If you do that, that's where the light is going to go, and it's going to be brighter. So you see you can't see the yellow now. So if I hold that in place and just tape that down, now the light is going to be on the front. Now I do have a little bit of tape over the top. That is okay. I will take care of that in a minute. But if we go ahead and test it, the headlight lights up. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Let me grab a little bit of tape. And again, taking the yellow part and putting that through the hole. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my 2 pieces of vellum and adhere those down. And now all we need to do is get that placed onto our card and hide the wires. So I think I want to pop the whole panel up, so I'm going to actually hide my battery pack behind our background. So I'm going to just draw a little dot here so I know what I'm doing, and then I'm going to just cut through a little bit of this. I'm just going to put a slit here, and it just needs to be big enough for my easy light to go through. Let's trim that a little bit bigger so I can actually open it. And it's going to be hidden by the car, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's slide our battery pack through the slit. And then we can position our car wherever we want to, knowing that that battery pack is going to be hidden. So I'm going to put a door in our card base so that you can change the battery out if you need to. And there is a die in the Stamp and Die bundle that is specific for that. This one cuts on 3 sides for the blades, and then one side is an embossed line, so it's going to make it so you can fold it there. This is where I'm going to place my button, and it means anywhere on the card I could do that because we have those wires. And I think I want the fold to be further in. So I'm going to do it about like this. So we're going to put it here. Okay, so this, I just marked on the card base where I need to have my button go. So I'm going to go ahead and add my door. We're going to have the fold on the inside, the blade on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and tape that in place. So I need this to be able to go. You could do that, but that's a little bit close. I think if I put it here, that'll make me happier. I'm going to go ahead and just draw around that so I make sure that that is included in the door. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit to the outside. There we go. But I can now see where it is that I'm going to be adhering my battery pack down. So getting a little bit of Best Ever craft tape and just taping my doorway down. Taping the die in place, and then I'll run that through my die cutting machine. So when you run it through your die cutting machine, you only want to go through half. So we're going to open it up and run that through with the blade just going through one part of our card base. And there is our doorway. So now I'm going to adhere my button to that with the button around where that first mark was. I'm just going to use some double-sided adhesive for this. Before I do that, I should probably shut the door so that I've got this on the right side. Okay, I almost messed that one up. So now all I need to do is adhere this down. So for that, we do want to make sure that we've got enough room for that mechanism. So we're going to need to use some double thick tape. So I have some from a couple of different companies. One is the Pearblossom press that we no longer can get, which I think is very, very sad. But she is working on some other places to get it from, so hopefully we will have that soon. I'm also going to go ahead and just tape those. I'm going to go ahead and tape some of the wires down as I'm putting this tape down. By the way, any double thick tape will work for this, but if you don't have any double thick tape, you can just double up what you have. So if you have some regular foam tape, like I tend to use a lot, a double layer is probably going to be enough. You just need it to be about the same height as your button so that we don't have, so your battery mechanism, so that you don't have bumps or saggy bits or anything like that. Okay, I think I want to put a little bit more up at the top too. And for that, I'm going to have to trim this down. So I'm going to cut a piece. I'm going to just trim it in half. So it's going to be narrow enough for that space. And it's right up against where our door is. There we go. And now I'm going to start removing all of my release paper, and then we'll put that one down. And then to get it in correct positioning, I'm going to use my Pearblossom Press T-Square. I'm going to use the 1/8 inch jig because this one is, like most of my cards, I am putting it down at about 1/8 of an inch. A little 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. And I'm going to just hold that down with one of my magnets. So now I can just lay that right up against the edge, and it'll be perfectly positioned. I just love how this hot rod turned out, and I hope that this card inspires you to get out your lights and make something light up. I'll be sure to smash the like here on the Pearblossom Press YouTube channel, and leave a comment down below with what you're going to make next. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.